Hey there guys, and welcome back to another UniqetzFlights YouTube video. In today's video we are going to be doing the voting for AviAwards 2025, also known as Aviation Awards 2025. So yes, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through the voting process, and I'm going to be voting for whoever I think should win AviAwards 2025. Now, what I don't want you guys to do is I don't want you guys to join this game and just vote for whoever I vote for. I want you guys to still vote for whoever you want to and just pretty much ignore what I'm doing. I don't want my votes to influence the competition. So yes, we'll get into it. Also guys, just letting you know, I will not be voting for anyone who I do not know or anyone I just have never heard of before. So if it's a tech group I've never heard of, or if it's a Roblox airline I've never heard of, or if it's a person I've never heard of, then I will not vote for them. If it's 4 nominees which I've never heard of, then we will do a random number generator, spin it once, and whoever we get, we will vote for. So yes, let's get going. So firstly, we have Outstanding Developer / Designer Award. So we have Eurowhite, Unify, Skyhanger, or Aerotech. Now, Aerotech I have never heard of before, so they are straight away excluded. Maybe I have, maybe I've flown on one of their planes, but their brand is not recognizable enough for me. So that leaves Eurowhite, Skyhanger, or Unify. So, that's quite... okay, I'm going to go for Unify, mainly because they have their merchandise, which is on my avatar, which you can purchase from my group. And yes, it is really good. You can buy it, it's awesome. And yeah, if you can't find it, maybe it's not on my group, then you can just find it on my profile. So yes, and also they were very good to work with, and yeah, no complaints. So we're going to go for Unify for the first one. Okay, so next we have Tech Innovation of the Year. So okay, so we now have 2 nominees which I've never heard of before, and that is Skytech and Aerotech. So that leaves Eurowhite and Skyhanger. Now, Skyhanger, I believe Aerico, which you can join, has done business with them, and Eurowhite, I've seen a lot of airlines use Eurowhite. So Tech Innovation. I tell you what would have been really good if the Tech Innovation was specific, because I am completely unsure what they have done. But I'm going to go Eurowhite. I don't know why, but I'm going to go Eurowhite. Okay, so this is 4 people who I have never heard of before for the upcoming developer / designer. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this one's going to be 1, this one's going to be 2, this one's going to be 3, and this one's going to be number 4. So let's switch it over to the random number generator, and yes, here we go. It has picked number 1. Okay then, so that does mean that for this category we are going to be picking 738 Hub, owned by 738 Omar. There you go, up and coming tech group. Okay, for this I have only ever heard of Avionics. So that makes it a very easy vote. We're going to go Avionics. But I've never heard of any of the others. Maybe the others are better, but I've never heard of them. So that means that I can not vote for them. Next, okay. Content Creator of the Year. I will be honest with you, I am quite upset that I am not involved in this. However, it does make sense, I will be honest. Like, I'm not surprised. I've not made a lot of content. I've not made a lot of live streams, etc., etc. I'm not surprised that I weren't involved. But yeah, okay. I'm personally going to go. Oh goodness me, this is really difficult. This for me. I've never watched the Gamer Wii content. Gamer Wii, Gamer Y, Gamer Way. I've never watched the video. I know he's relatively big. I know he's very active, but I'm not going to pick him because I've never watched one of his videos. Same with Capetio, and that's going to cause a lot of controversy, I've realised, because I am in a group chat with him, and I've spoken with him quite a lot, but I've never watched a video from him. I've watched a lot of J-Fall, and I've watched a lot of Void X. Now, these two both of these guys are amazing people. Both of them are lovely. Both of them are really friendly. Both of them create really good content. I don't know if I can pick between them. J full of Void X. I'm gonna do a random number generator. I know I said this wasn't gonna be in the rules, but I'm gonna do a random number generator 1 to 2. So the left choice is going to be number 1. The right choice is going to be number 2, and it's number 2. So that, I believe, was J-full. Yes, number 2. Ooh. Number 2 was in fact J-full, so we're gonna go with that. Okay, so I have been to all but one of these. I've been to Farnborough, I've been to AviAwards, of course. Bit goofy how that's involved. And I've been to the virtual Roblox International Paris Air Show. Interestingly, how Farnborough and the Paris Air Show are both owned by the same guy. Okay, I am personally going to go with AviAwards 2024 because I was actually involved in it. I am... You can't vote for AviAwards 2024. Well, is it there as a joke? It might just be there as a joke. Okay, in that case, I'm going to go with Farnborough. Because I like Farnborough. I like Paris, but I like Farnborough as well. Okay, Innovator of the Year. Goodness me, all these are back again. A lot of the same nominees. And we've got Skyhanger Euro... What's the difference? Because we've got Tech Innovator and also just Innovator in general. Well, okay, what I'm going to do is, because I've already nominated Eurowhite for an award, and I've already nominated Unify for an award, and I have no idea who Frank Aviator is, I'm going to go with Skyhanger. Okay then, so how to start an airline on Roblox, Windstorm Roblox playing Crash Story, how to make a Roblox airline, and recreating famous aviation videos in Roblox. Well, there's only one I think I can reasonably pick here, and that's going to be Wes. Mainly because he's the only one that's really that original. Because from Void X, who's Sherlock RBLX's, how to start an airline on Roblox and how to make a Roblox airline, I would say, I've only been keeping up to date with this one, and it seems a lot more in depth than the example I'm going to use. But both of these two, from Void X and J-full, are very technically just clones from Dang. And I know you can argue that they are not clones of Dang, because anyone can make a Roblox airline. But, I don't know, out of the three of them, and now it's just recreating famous aviation videos. Yes, it's kind of a cool idea to do in Roblox, but it's not unique, is it? And the only unique one is the Roblox playing Crash Story. Plus, these are very, very well produced. They're all scripted, they're all edited beautifully. And I'm sure these two are both very planned, because of course you need very good planning, but I'm going to go with Wes for that one. My favourite aviation game of the year. Okay. I've never heard of Emergency Landing, so I can't pick that. And I think I'm going to go with PCFS. Aeronautica I have heard of, I've just never gotten into because, I don't know, it just feels too grindy for me. And I'm sure once you get past the grind, I'm sure it's a very good game, but I've just not got the endurance to get through the grind, to be honest. And Cabin Crew Simulator, while it is a pretty good game, I don't know, it can get a bit boring quite quickly. Most realistic game. Okay then. We've got Aeronautica, which I don't think is that realistic, so I don't know why that's really there. Flightline, which is very old, isn't it? So I think that's quite outdated. Road-320, but is it not just called Alpha Flight? I don't know. But I've never heard of it, so I can't pick that. And Project Flight is the only one left, so we're going to pick Project Flight. The most immersive game. Ooh. I'm going to go Flightline for that, because PTFS... I mean, you could argue that PTFS is immersive, but in its own way. Because it's very good at immersing you inside of a cartoon sort of landscape. Like, if you want to be immersed into a cartoon sort of goofy but still kind of realistic environment, then that'll do it very well for you. But if you want a more realistic sort of environment, I believe Flightline would be better for that. But since I've already nominated PTFS, I'm going to nominate Flightline for this one. Up and coming aviation game. I'll be honest, it is a shame that Poco's isn't here, because his is honestly very good. I do genuinely like his game, so shame he's not here. But I'm gonna go Novus, because again, Row 320 I've never heard of. Ground Cruise Simulator I don't think it's that good, because it's just using prop assets and nah. And Flight Master I've also never heard of, so we're gonna go for Novus. Airline of the Year Large. Okay then, so I've heard of Turkish. I'm not going to vote for Turkish. I've never heard of Al Safia, but that's quite cool to how horrid owns an airline. American Airlines I've flown on, and Le Monde I've flown on. Le Monde I'm getting really bored of. I don't know, they're feeling very, very stale recently. And I can't believe they're using a lot of the old airports that they've had for so many years. And I know they're doing a lot of developments with Le Monde Core and all that sort of things, but I don't know. I feel like they need to do more. So I'm going to go with American Airlines. Airline of the Year Medium? Well, okay then, so I know 3 out of the 4. I know Jet2, obviously. I know of EasyJet. I know of Cathay Pacific. I don't know of Cathay Pacific, and I know of Skylink. Now, Skylink I find relatively boring, to be honest. Okay, this is going to be really difficult. I'm going to go for Airline of the Year. I'm going to go with Jet2 started the year really. I'm going to have to go EasyJet. And that is only because of activity. I don't think that I can give Jet2 the award of Airline of the Year with just how inactive they've been. And I know they are starting to become more active. I know their development is looking exceptional, so maybe they'll get it next year for me, but I'm sorry, I just can't give it to them this year. EasyJet have been very, very active. They've not really stopped. They're just very active. They're not really advancing too much. I would like to see more development from them, definitely, and I feel like that's going to be on the way. But yeah, they're doing very well, to be honest. Could definitely use more development. Airline of the Year Small. Okay then, I only know 2 of them, and that is Tap Air, which we did a video on, and Win Air that we've done a video on. Now, I think that Win Air is one of the best examples of creating a realistic, immersive Roblox airline. Honestly, it's just exceptional. It's beautiful. It's well developed. They're constantly innovating. They're developing new technology. They're doing really well. They're really good. So we're gonna go them. Up and coming airline. Okay. I've only heard of one of these, and that is Icelandair. So we're gonna go with them. Okay then, so I think I'm happy with everyone who I picked there. Let me know what you think down below, and also let me know who you picked down below. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and YouTube thinks you'll like this one, so let's see if they're right.